So there are a lot of healthy recipes that call for ingredients that you might like. So just keep a lookout for recipes that include those things like tomatoes, green peppers, garlic, olive oil. Really healthy eating can be delicious. Hello, this is Lorraine and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. Hello everyone, welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. And today we are going to be doing a healthy Mediterranean shrimp recipe. As you know, healthy living is important to me. That's why my YouTube channel is called Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. But it's always good to have alternatives and to find recipes that don't call for lots of butter, lots of cheese, and lots of carbs. So and then the other thing too is that it's good to let people know that healthy eating can be delicious. A lot of times people have a false impression in their head, that if it doesn't have unhealthy ingredients, that it's not really going to be tasty, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. So I'm going to share this Mediterranean shrimp recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. And also, if you could just mention down in the comments if you go ahead and try it. I'd love to know whether these recipes are actually helping people, whether they're trying them, whether they like them. Everything I make on this channel are recipes that I'm going to eat myself. So, and at the end, I will let you know once it's done how I like it and whether it came out good or not, and maybe even some things that you can tweak, okay? So let's talk about the ingredients in my Mediterranean shrimp recipe. Here we go. Okay, so here are the ingredients that I'm gonna need for this recipe. First of all, the most important thing is here's my pound of shrimp. They are already cleaned and deveined. And so let's read off the ingredients. It calls for cayenne pepper. I'm using crushed red pepper, basically the same thing. We have coriander, paprika, basic flour, diced tomatoes, 1 green pepper. Then it calls for shallots, but in the video that they had posted, they were using a red onion. So I'm going to use 1 red onion to take the place of 3 shallots, because I know shallots are a little on the small side. Then also the juice of 1 lemon and some extra virgin olive oil. So those are my ingredients. They're not difficult to find. And oh, I almost forgot the most important ingredient, garlic. Okay, basically it calls for 4 cloves of garlic, but these are small cloves, so I'm putting about 7 in. Okay, so let's start making our Mediterranean shrimp recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 1 tablespoon of flour and 2 tablespoons of paprika and mix them up in a small bowl. Next, we're going to add some salt and pepper. Next, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of the crushed red pepper, and it calls for sugar, but I don't need to add that, right? And then once I get that, I'm going to add those ingredients to the other spices, and I'm going to mix them up, and then pour the spices over the shrimp to coat them. So here is the spice mixture, and I'm going to mix them up pretty well, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to add them to the shrimp. Here we go. And mix them up so the shrimp is coated. So I did forget to mention that the recipe does call for butter, okay? But it's a pretty healthy ratio between the olive oil and the butter. Basically 3 tablespoons of olive oil to 1 tablespoon of butter. So I think that's going to be fine. When the olive oil and butter is heated up, I'm going to add the garlic and the red onions. So it's been about 2 or 3 minutes, and now I'm going to add my sliced green pepper. So it's been about 3 minutes now, and I don't want the green peppers to get too overcooked. So now that this is ready, I'm going to finally add the shrimp. Okay, so I added the shrimp to my mixer, and I'm going to make sure that the shrimp kind of get underneath the peppers and all the other ingredients because I want them to really cook. So now I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. So to the remaining mixture, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of white wine, which I forgot to mention earlier, and a 1/3 cup of chicken broth, and last but not least, the juice of 1 lemon. And now, with all the ingredients added, I'm just going to let it cook for another minute or two. And then it basically should be done. I also want to make sure that the liquid reduces a little bit. So as you know, I am a carb-free girl, so rather than serving this over rice, I'm going to actually serve it over some cooked spinach, okay? It's one of the things I do, and it actually really is good because the spinach, in my mind anyway, to me, doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it still kind of soaks up the juices, and it really makes a really good meal and a good healthy meal. So I put about 1/2 cup of cooked spinach in a bowl, which is cooked with olive oil and garlic, and I'm going to put it in a bowl, and I'm going to put the Mediterranean shrimp on top. So my Mediterranean shrimp recipe is done. I'm looking forward to eating it, and let's see, let's put a little bit of green pepper so it's not too big a piece. Let's cut a little bit of green pepper and with the shrimp. Very tasty. I love the taste of green peppers and tomatoes, and all the other spices, the coriander, the crushed red pepper, really makes a really good combination of tastes. So I would say I give this meal an A. It's really good, it's healthy, and something I had mentioned a couple months ago, that if you're looking for healthy recipes, one of the things that you can do is, if you like tomatoes, for instance, look for recipes that have tomatoes in it. I mean, tomatoes are a good, healthy ingredient. So there are a lot of healthy recipes that call for ingredients that you might like. So just keep a lookout for recipes that include those things like tomatoes, green peppers, garlic, olive oil. Really healthy eating can be delicious, okay? And I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know every week when I post a new video out. It's short today, but I just wanted to, share this recipe, and I hope you try it. Next month I am going to try maybe a chicken recipe because we've been doing a lot of things with seafood, and some people may not like seafood. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you try my recipe, and I hope it makes you think and build up a good repertoire of healthy recipes that you can make for you and your family, okay? Always take steps towards your health. Even if they're little steps, all of those little steps combined will get you going in the right direction, okay? And as long as you're going forward towards your health, you're going to be in good shape, okay? Have a wonderful week and eat healthy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.